So, BSR, sales by SKU, ACOS by SKU. How does your tool enable that intelligence to be able to make those strategic decisions?
Yeah, it's highly complex. There's a very detailed algorithm to how it works and how we actually leverage that. But essentially, what you can do is you can divide your catalog up however you want, set your unique target ACOSs for each of the different product lines, campaign groupings, whatever it may be. So that way, if you have certain products that are new versus certain products that are older, more mature, you can have different targets for different segments of your catalog. And then our algorithm is really one of the more powerful pieces of the tool because we're helping you essentially maximize the sales velocity or sales volume within that target ACOS across all placements on Amazon within your given target within that campaign. So the biggest thing that I see a lot of brands doing wrong that are just like letting an agency run wild with automation or just like setting things up on their own. If you drill into things, you'll see that your ad spend is not most likely being allocated to placements that convert the best and are most efficient for your brand and not most efficiently attracting and driving sales for you. You have top of search, rest of search, and product page placements within sponsored products. Generally, one of those is going to convert better, and there's going to be a worse performing one that converts, worse than everything else. So you should try to divide your spend up to push more spend towards the placements that convert better. Usually that's top of search in general across, because just think about it. It's like above the fold. It's like, it's the first ad placement, much more likely conversion in the top row there. But a lot of softwares don't necessarily consider how to effectively manage the CPCs across different placements to hit the target ACOS across them. So you should, if you look at your placement report and you aggregate everything up by placement, you should not see that top of search is, if your target's 30%, you should not see that top of search is 15% and product pages is 40 or something like that. Like that's the kind of discrepancy that a lot of times accounts have. And just by cleaning that up and understanding the math behind, effectively scaling sales within a given target, this really is effective at doing that. But it doesn't necessarily help you like determine what that target is. Like you need to understand your margins and what you're willing to kind of give up for, depending on where you're at in that product life cycle. Like how much margin are you willing to kind of sacrifice in this stage, and then from there you can kind of work backwards to your what your target ACOS should be. Tacos and ACOS are very linearly correlated. People will say that they're not, but if your ad account is properly set up, they are very linearly correlated. So if you're trying to decrease tacos, you need to decrease ACOS. If you're trying to increase tacos, you need to increase ACOS. Or if you're trying to be more aggressive, you need to increase ACOS and tacos.